Good morning, students. Today we will start history of class 10th, chapter 1, the rise of nationalism in Europe. Contents are: topic first, introduction about the French artist; second, the French Revolution and the ideas of the nation; third, Napoleon Bonaparte. First, introduction. In 1848, Frederick Sorey, a French artist, prepared a series of 4 prints visualizing his dream of a world made up of democratic and social republic. The first print of the series follows the people of Europe and America, men and women of all ages and social classes, making a long train and offering homage to the Statue of Liberty. French artist has shown the French Revolution personified liberty as a female figure. In this picture, you can see this picture has been made by the French artist Frederick Sorey, and in this he has shown people of America and Europe. They are going like a train and going to give homage to the Statue of Liberty. In Sorey's dystopian vision, the peoples of the world are grouped as distinct nations, identified through their flags and national costume, leading the procession to the Statue of Liberty. From the heavens above, Christ, saints, and angels gaze upon the scene. They have been used by the artist to symbolize fraternity among the nations of the world. In this chapter, many issues visualized by Sorey during the 19th century. Nationalism emerged as a force which brought about sweeping changes in the political and mental world of Europe. The end result of these changes was emergence of the nation state in place of the multinational dynastic empires of Europe. But a nation state was one in which the majority of its citizens and not only its rulers came to develop a sense of common identity and shared history or descent. This commonness did not exist from time immemorial. It was forged through struggle, through the actions of leaders and the common people. In this chapter, we will study the diverse processes through which nation states and nationalism came into being in 19th century Europe. The French Revolution and the ideas of the nation. The first clear expression of nationalism came with the French Revolution in 1789. France was a full-fledged territorial state in 1789 under the rule of an absolute monarch. The political and constitutional changes that came in the wake of the French Revolution led to the transfer of sovereignty from the monarchy to a body of French citizens. The revolution proclaimed that it was the people who would constitute the nation and shape its destiny. The French revolutionaries introduced various measures and practices that could create a sense of collective identity among the French people. The ideas of la patrie means the fatherland and le citoyen, the citizen, emphasized the notion of united community enjoying equal rights under the Constitution. A new tricolor French flag was chosen to place the former royal standard, and the Estate General was elected by the body of active citizens and renamed the National Assembly. New hymns were composed, oaths taken, and martyrs commemorated. Here, martyrs commemorated means martyrs had been given homage. those who had sacrificed their life in the struggle, all in the name of the nation. A centralized administrative system was put in place and it formulated uniform laws for all citizens within its territory. Internal custom duties and dues were abolished, and uniform system of weights and measures was adopted. Regional dialects were discouraged, and French language was made common language for the whole nation. Napoleon Bonaparte. Napoleon introduced many of the reforms that he had already introduced in France through a returned monarchy. Napoleon had no doubt destroyed democracy in France, but in the administrative field, he had incorporated revolutionary principles in order to make the whole system more rational and efficient. The Civil Code of 1804, usually known as the Napoleonic Code, did away with all privileges based on birth, established equality before the law, and secured the right to property. This code was exported to the regions under French control. Napoleon abolished the feudal system and freed peasants from serfdom and manorial dues. In the towns, too, guild restrictions were removed, transport and communication systems were improved, peasants, artisans, workers, and new businessmen enjoyed a newfound freedom. Businessmen and small scale producers of goods, in particular, began to realize that uniform laws, standardized weights and measures, and a common national currency would facilitate the movement and exchange of goods and capital from one region to another. Thank you.